Hi, people. I want to talk more about this Jesus figure and try to get down to the meat of it. Like, where did he come from? What was his main purpose? All right. I'm going to start with Deuteronomy 32:8. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Now, when you research or look up Israel right here, it pretty much says he will rule as God. Israel, a symbol of Jacob, also typically of his posterity. Now, this right here, there's a root of 8, what comes from 8280 and 410. So 410 is he will rule as God, a symbolic name of Jacob. Oh, never mind. Shortened form of H352, mighty, the almighty of any deity, gods. And right here, the other Hebrew reference, to prevail. So, when you look at this, there's something hidden here, alright? So when you go to, let's go to compare. Now, it's always good when you studying something or especially the scriptures, just to look at a lot of translations. So when you read down here, it says, blah, 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 Israel. Now, when you get to the Britain, it says, when the Most High divided the nations, when he separated the sons of Adam, and he set the bounds of the nations according to the number of the angels of God. That's way different from Israel. The angels of God. And then you go to, let's see, the ERV. He made as many nations as their angels. So there's these angels that are appointed to these different nations. Sons of God, G and B, heavenly beings. Okay. So, I mean, we have enough here. Definitely, yeah. So, this happened after the Tower of Babel, when God came down and confused everybody's speech. Now, remember Pangea? Okay, so what this verse is saying, that he divided the nations, the continents, okay, broke them apart. He separated the sons of Adam, okay, bounds, put boundaries, okay, so that's oceans and stuff, And then after that, he ordained certain of his heavenly beings, or his sons, or whatever, over certain nations, like Asia, Australia, or whatever. All right. So let's hit home on okay, so I want to get a give an example of who are the members of the sons of God. So you go to Job. Chapter 1, 6. Now, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. So, Satan is one of the sons of God. Okay. Now, this book right here, Job, is pretty much the oldest book in the Bible. All right. So in all actuality, when you put the books in order, this book right here should be before Genesis. Now, when you go to Isaiah 14:12, it says here, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High." So, here's Lucifer just saying, yeah, I want to be above you, God. He has this immense sense of pride about himself. Okay? Now, when you go to Revelations 16:12, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon 16:22. Oops. Well, in Revelations, I forgot the verse, but in maybe and okay, I, Jesus, have sent mine angels to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. So there is the bright and morning star is Venus. It links both Lucifer and Jesus as the same being. So, God said, "Thou shalt have no graven images other than me." Well, no graven images. "And have no other gods before me." Now remember Deuteronomy 32:8. Now, Jesus is a graven image. And his cross. Now, the cross is a symbol that was here way before Christianity. It's on Egyptian. It's Egyptian. And throughout the Old Testament, God said that I am the only Savior. Alright, so I only have like about 4 minutes, so let's get to what I want to discuss. So, here's a symbol of Jesus right here. A fish. And then you have right here Jesus as being the fisher of men. Then you have the Pope's hat that looks like a fish. Look at that. Look at that right here. Yeah, fish. Damn, that's an evil. Man, that's an evil looking motherfucker. Alright, anyway. And then you have, okay, so, when we're talking about the morning star, okay, Lucifer, Isaiah. So, when you get a chance, just Wikipedia Lucifer, and you get a lot more, information on that. Now, what I really want to get to is, the where is it? Well, okay, the SLC2458, no, SLC2485 gene. Say that again, SLC2485 gene. And, it talks about, melanin and in your skin color genes and all that. It's also, it's pretty much a fish gene. Okay. But I will close with, okay, so remember Deuteronomy 32:8. Okay. So you have all these different, heavenly beings. It's like, let's make myself bigger. Okay, yeah. You have all these heavenly beings who are given, dictatorship over certain nations. Okay. So, I mean, what if, like the Roman Empire or whatever, which is, Catholicism, the papacy. What if there's pretty much an angel above them, which probably is, that oversees them? As for, like, example, Japanese or Chinese or, all the Asian countries. See what I'm saying? They have their own different gods. I mean, you have thousands of gods running around. So it may be that Jesus is just one of the heavenly beings. Who is Satan? That went against his ordinance from God. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care.